Yo, what's up, folks? It's Impact, and I want to take this time to welcome you all back to the Hurt Business 101. Let's get right into this video, man. Today's video, I want to discuss a fight that's going on this weekend on this huge stack card put on by Turkey Al Sheikh, and that is Terrence Bud Crawford versus Israel Madrimov for his 154-pound title. Let's get right into this video. Listen up, guys. Before I get into the content, I just want to take this time to ask you if you like boxing content, you like this video or any of my videos, go ahead and subscribe. Also, hit that bell icon if you want to be notified whenever I drop new content. Let's go. Listen up, man. Before I get into this fight, I just want to tell you guys I was really looking forward to the Tim Tszyu versus Virgil Ortiz fight. That was the fight I wanted out of all of these fights, and we're not going to get it because Tim Tszyu wasn't ready to go. But hey, I don't want no hiccups in that fight. When it does happen, I want everybody to be on an even playing field. So, Tim Tszyu, go ahead and heal up, and we want to get that fight ASAP. Let's get into this one, y'all. Israel Madrimov is not that known. He only has around 10, 11 pro fights. But he does have a wealth of amateur knowledge he came over here with. He was fast-tracked, similar to how Vasil Lomachenko was fast-tracked. That system they got over there, the Eastern Europeans and also the Cubans, those guys are kind of ready. And that's one leg that they have up on us in the U.S. right now. We got to really do a better job of preparing our amateurs for the pro ranks. But let's not hold it up, man. Let's go. Let's get into this, man. Madrimov is a fighter that many people are saying he's like the junior middleweight Gennady Golovkin. I don't see that because I don't see his style in Triple G's being anywhere near the same. I see Triple G as a jab first, walk in, break you down guy that's creative in that way. Real textbook, fundamentally sound. I don't see Madrimov that way. Madrimov does a lot of things with the low hands, a lot of turning, things like that Triple G didn't do. Triple G knew how to call off the ring, knew how to jab and step and keep himself in punching position. Madrimov is different. He causes his opponents a lot of issues because one of the things he does is he keeps his hands low. And when I say he keeps his hands low, a lot of guys keep the backhand up and just let the lead hand hang. He doesn't do that. He'll have both hands hanging. You know what I'm saying? He won't keep his hands up at all unless he's under attack. While his opponent is throwing shots at him and he's not in attack mode, he will put up the tight guard and block and then try to come out of that and throw some shots back. But for the most part, he holds both hands low when he's on the attack. He likes to be on the front foot more than on the back foot. He'll go on the back foot just for a quick moment, just to be able to create enough space for him to go back on the front foot and come forward after his guys. But he drops both hands down, and then he drops levels down low and comes over the top with those looping right hand shots. He used that a lot on his opponents, and he catches them because he has deceptive speed and also his angles, the way he throws the shots, and the fact that he does sometimes throw body shots when he drops down low like that. So he kind of confuses his opponents. They're not sure if he's going to go downstairs or come back over the top with a looping shot. So he is able to surprise him in that way. One adjustment I think he's going to have to make trying that type of thing with Terrence Crawford is, number one, if he's going to be doing that with his hands down against Terrence Crawford, he's going to have to be very selective in when he pulls that off. I mean, no fighter is going to just be somebody 100% different overnight. He's going to be him, but he needs to be very selective when he does that. And if he's going to do that, he's going to have to really be on point with trying to anticipate when he's in range to be caught with certain shots by Terrence Crawford, because Crawford is cat quick. And that's the one thing I don't believe that Madrimov is going to be used to. He does have good speed, Madrimov, and people talk about his athleticism. He does have quick feet. He is athletic. He can bend at the waist and he can shift. He can do all of those things athletically. You see him doing backflips and things like that. But it's not just the athleticism that you got to deal with Terrence Crawford. It's the adjustments, but there's levels to athleticism. Like Terrence Crawford's reaction times are like that. So if you go in with Terrence Crawford. Like for instance, Madrimov throws his lead hand and it drops. He doesn't shoot it, pop his jab out and get his guard back home. He shoots his jab out and his hand drops down. He shoots his right hand out, his hands drop down. He has a bad habit of that. And he's able to get away with it with the guys he's fought because he hasn't been faced with somebody with the IQ and the quick reflexes. You know what I'm saying? That can cause him a problem against Terrence Crawford because unlike with most fighters you face doing that, Terrence Crawford is fighting from the southpaw position, yes, and his right hand is his lead. But that right hand, the way Terrence Crawford uses it, like he likes to constantly parry at his opponent's lead hand with it, and he constantly jockeys lead hands with him and parries. But he can go straight from that parry and turn that over into like a short hook type of chopping shot, like how he caught Kell Brook with, and he hurt Kell Brook. That was the punch that the first punch that he really caught Kell Brook with that hurt him. It just went from him just parrying and pawing down with the lead hand, and then he just chopped it down on him, and he was able to hurt Kell Brook and start. So with Terrence Crawford, that lead hand is not just a setup hand; it's a punishing hand. Also, the jab is as well as punishing. So you know what I'm saying, those reflexes by you throwing that shot and not getting your guard back, that's dangerous against Terrence Crawford. So Diaz and Madrimov's team, they're gonna have to really be selective in when they do that. Also, when we talk about Terrence Crawford coming with the backhand, um, Madrimov dropping levels like he does, swinging, dropping levels. If he gets caught into that pattern and he's not careful, Terrence Crawford is going to pick up on that pattern. I could see Madrimov dropping down on that level and Terrence Crawford timing him with that beautiful left uppercut, similar to the shot that he caught Sean Porter with, where he found out he was down and he came out of the corner and Sean kept on going low, going low. He had been doing it the whole time, coming in, throwing his looping shots, dropping low and looping shots, and he was able to stick that left uppercut right up there down the middle and catch Sean and drop him, and that's what started, you know what I mean, the spiral effect for Sean Porter right there. I believe Madrimov is in danger of getting caught with those uppercuts and that lead hand. I think at some point, Madrimov is going to have to decide to keep his hands home a lot more, similar to how he keeps a tight guard, because he has a good tight guard. It's kind of hard to penetrate his guard. He has a good tight guard when he knows he's being attacked. It's just when he's on the offense, he's really one of those guys that thinks he's going to be able to evade everything from the waist and from turning and moving his feet. When sometimes against certain guys, his reflexes are so sharp, you're going to have to really be on point with your guard, you know what I'm saying, and parrying shots versus just trying to bend at the waist, because this is a type of speed that Madrimov isn't used to. Another thing is Madrimov generally fights with a good pace, but the problem with that against Terrence Crawford is he keeps the same pace. Madrimov fights with a consistent pace, whereas though Terrence Crawford changes his pace. Terrence Crawford has another gear that he can go to. It's almost like a stick shift, you know what I mean, versus an automatic. It's like with Madrimov, he's just on autopilot the whole. He's just on this automatic mode. He's just going one speed. It's really no change. I mean, you know, it's a subtle change, but it's not a big change in gear. Terrence Crawford can go from fighting at a steady pace, and then all of a sudden, uppercut hook. He switches the speeds up. He's very smart. He changes his cadence, and I don't see how Israel Madrimov is going to be able to deal with that. If he's going to have a chance, it's going to have to happen within the first 4 to 5 rounds, before Terrence Crawford has caught on to his patterns and his cadence and all of that. My prediction for this fight is going to be a good, entertaining fight for maybe 4 to 5 rounds, but I can see Terrence Crawford really starting to break Madrimov down, catching his cadence, and if it's not like a knockout where he puts him to sleep, because I think Madrimov is very sturdy, but I think the reason Terrence Crawford can get to him and stop him is because Terrence Crawford is going to hit him with something that he does not see coming. It's going to be something coming from that front hand right off the parrying, or it's going to come from that left uppercut that he runs into and finished off by something with that lead hand, because I just see all of that dropping the hands and all of that. I could see him paying the price like a Prince Nassim paid against Marco Antonio Barrera when they fought. Some of the same things that he was using against other guys not working with this particular guy. That's all I got for now, y'all. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in to this edition of the Hurt Business 101. You know what they say? It's no business like show business. But I say it's no business like the hurt business. 101 done.